I'm eating a cookie, driving. I shouldn't be. We got high pressure. It's about 30 degrees. 30 degrees. November 2nd. High pressure, low winds out of the north. You get a handful of these days, guys. Take advantage of them. I'm out. I'm driving an hour and a half just to get to a good spot. A lot of pressure is up right now as far as hunting pressure, as well as barometric. But the hunting pressure's up, so you have to go to your good spots. These are spots I know that doesn't get hit as much. I kind of save them for this time of year. I mean, you can't mess anything up this time of year. We got a grunt call. This is the time of year I will try to grunt one. I might rattle a little bit. I'm not a big rattler, but I haven't had a lot of luck. So let's see what happens. Get out there and get set up about half hour before daylight. I got the quick climber with me. I know where I'm headed, so I know what trees are in the area. It's always, for morning hunts, you should always kind of know what you're doing. You end up stumbling around the woods for an hour not getting set up until daylight. I'm not a fan of that. It works sometimes, but not often, so I know where I'm headed. We'll see you. Not much going on in the evening, just this little 4-point wandering by. It's a sign that the rut's about to kick off. It looks like he was cruising with his nose into the ground. Now it's November the 7th, and we've got a nice little cold front that day. And as the sun's coming up, I can hear hens in the distance yelping and scratching the leaves, almost like a promise to a better day. Out of the corner of my eyes, I catch movement, so I grab my bow, and I realize it's a smaller buck just cruising up this field edge, sniffing around for some does. Then all at once I heard two unmistakable grunts from a buck cruising and chasing a doe, and I heard the steps get faster and louder, and my heart began to beat. And what unfolds in front of us here is something I've never experienced in the woods, but man, I'm glad I caught it on video. Take a look. I try everything I can to get the buck to come this way, but he just wouldn't at the time, and then I realized why. As I looked over and I panned the camera, he just got done breeding the doe right in front of me. Then all at once, like the flip had switched, he remembers he had heard a grunt and a snort wheeze in this direction, so he turns and comes my way. I really wish I would have had another camera angled at me. I was struggling to get flipped around the stand, and I finally was able to do it to get my offside shot. And I probably should have waited for this deer to quarter more and come in a little closer, but I felt pressure as he was going to leave to go after the doe, so I took the shot. All right, so here's what happened. Shot a buck. Pretty good tree. I'll show you my setup. There's well, it's about 9 o'clock. I got in here just as it was breaking daylight. I took the day off. It's November the 7th, Ohio. There's a lake to my right and a field to my left, and this is all public right here. And the deer, it's a big, deep cut in the hill right here, and the deer have to swing up and around it on both sides. So I get deer funneling from both directions. I set up in a tree. I'll show you this. I set up in this tree right here. See where those branches are? Probably only about 10 feet off the ground. The field's to my left. Acorns are dropping. There's a big cut right here, and the deer feed up around this bowl. And they do the same thing. They come up in, and there's another cut, and it's just a good funnel. And it pushes these deer through here. I mean, they can come up this way. That buck came up this way, up this point, and ended up trying to go around this little funnel, like draw. Like I said, it's a deep cut right there. So it got shot right there and ran that way. And then we're gonna go take a look at it. It looked like a front shoulder hit and low. I'm kind of scared, but we'll see. Yeah. So let's go see what's going on. I'll probably grab my bow. It would help in case I gotta finish something off. Oh, up. Here we go. I looked at the video. I kind of marked it. Yep, there's the arrow. I mean, it's pretty good. The arrow don't look bad, all the way up to the fletching. which is surprising me because I seen the arrow sticking out, so that must have been spray. Oh yeah. Dang, I'll put that back in my quiver. That's still good. Put it in the old quiver. All right. I mean, that's pretty hot. Wow. Oh my gosh. Holy crap. Man, I was only about 10 feet up in that Panther platform. I was kind of worried about getting a pass through and good blood, but as you can see, holy crap. I took the day off of work, man. That's bright red too. That's good artery. That's good artery. I mean, there's not much to track in this one. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. So if anybody's ever thinking about where you hit a deer at, that right there, that color, it's a pretty good color. Might be hard to tell on here, but wow. I looked at the video. The video is really grainy. I don't know why. Because it was probably daylight. I just had it zoomed in too far. That's a rookie mistake, but I mean, alright, you can't help but look up when you see stuff like that. Because I literally could stand here and just, oh my god. But I don't see the deer. Man, I've seen them bleed and then just stop all of a sudden. Oh, what a freaking great morning. I mean, I watched this buck breed this doe. Never seen that before in the woods. Holy crap. His swacker, baby. It's the second one we shot with swacker this year, and it gets in there and does the job. I mean, look at the just, wow. I mean, that had to have been a heart shot. Like, that's just absolutely. Oh, there he is. There he is. I'm not even gonna make this dramatic. Oh, baby. Come on. Yes. Man, this has been a tough season. Here we are, November 7th. I have to get it done. I mean, he's not big, but he has a tall rack, and you know, I've still got to put some deer under my belt before I really. Wow, that must have been where that doe come up at. I could see, like, you could see a kind of path down through here, and he's not got a bad rack. Look at it. Oh yeah. See, that's the side that I seen that got me all excited when I mean, man, that is crazy. I mean, you could be colorblind and follow this blood trail. I seen him limping off or kind of hunching forward, and I thought I hit him pretty good. A nice buck. I'm proud of it. I've definitely shot bigger, but it ain't about the size. This one gave me a show, got me pumped up. Good 8-pointer. Probably only about 115 inches, if that. But you know what, buddy? Absolutely ecstatic. Oh, I couldn't be more happier. Ooh, I gotta make sure I don't get stuff all over me. Wow, where's the shoot you at, buddy? Oh, right in the chest. So it came in the chest, I don't know if you see it, and came out behind the shoulder and got in about that. I mean, that's just, that deer didn't go 40 yards. Like, that is absolute, that's where you want to shoot them. Oh, yeah. Look at that guy. That is a good deer. I am proud of this one. It is by far not my biggest, like I said before, but he's got some nice brows. He's a good deer. I'll take it. I'll take it. First buck out of the Panther platform. Thank you, Seth and the boys out there. Man, that thing's been a joy to hunt out of this year. Public land buck out here in eastern Ohio, November 7th. Literally breeded a doe right in front of me. I let him get his last one in before I took him out. Thank you, buddy. Thank you, God. And thanks, Jen. Thanks for letting me come out and do this. My wife, she is absolutely a saint for putting up with me and my crazy deer hunting antics all year round. This could be tough. It's gonna be tough getting this deer out. I'm gonna have to get the kayak. Have to quarter it up. This is a big body buck, man. It's probably one of the biggest bodied bucks I shot. I think the rack's a little bigger than what it looks because of the size of the body. I mean, the hooves on this bad boy. I mean, that is a set of hooves. It's a big body deer. I mean, giant. It's a good buck. Well, shot the deer this morning. We're out here to recover it. Using the kayaks to get back in here. Man, this water's low. Here's Rick. Dang, this will be interesting. Probably tow her out of here. They gonna float?
Huh? Only one way to find out.
Yeah. Oh boy. It's mucky too.
I know.
I need to. Try it. Oh, push it. Like you saw me going high. It's drippy. Got the drippy.
I'll walk by and I think I just fucking smacked me in the head. Nice. Full strap over to my kayak. Oh.
I'll pull it on fire. Push that front end around a little bit. Yep.
Not gonna float?
Oh, I hit something.
Oh.
Alright, give it a push. Okay.
Hot dog, his ear might get wet, but
Keep on pushing. Wow, is it floating?
I mean, it ain't floating much, but it's floating.
Well, all right. My God, if this ain't the most interesting shit I've ever done deer hunting.
I'm gonna go.
Well, I got the sinking buck back to shore, but I pushed my kayak out in the process. Thank God Rick is with me. If I was doing this solo, I'd probably be swimming right now. Oh, nice public land buck, but how do you get him out? Probably should have quartered it up. Might still have to do that. Let's give it a mighty shove. Real world problems with Jeff and Ray. That was not easy. Not in the slightest was that easy. She's barely out, ain't he?
Shout out to Perception Kayaks.
Oh, no doubt. Look at that, look at that. Yep. Now this is a good feeling. Big old Midwest buck. Beautiful day out on the lake. Thanks, Rick.
No problem, man.
Would have not been able to do it without you.
Just need some jerky out of this.
Oh, I got you, jerky. All right, we're barely afloat, but we're doing. Honestly, as I sit here and look at this buck while I'm kayaking through this lake, everything just comes to me at once. And I feel peace, and I feel thankful for the opportunity to be able to harvest these great animals and to be outside and enjoy Mother Nature as God intended.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. So, we got it back. We tried floating it in this thing. It didn't happen, so we threw it on the front of the kayak. But honestly, this is going to be my most memorable buck. It's not my biggest, but it's going to be my most memorable. I earned every ounce of meat and just hard work off this old dude. He made us work for it today. I'm just excited. I mean, thank God we had kayaks to get back in there, because packing it out, honestly, packing it out, I don't know what would have been harder, but the kayaks was hard because the water level's down and we couldn't make it all the way back to the launch ramp. We had to go like 80 yards short, drag it up a 45-degree incline, maybe a 60-degree incline, and then to a path, and then drag it back down the road. But it's public land hunting. You don't think about where you're shooting these deer. You just shoot them, and then you figure it out from there. But I enjoyed every minute of it. Thank you, Rick. Would have not been able to get this. I'd have been here till 3 o'clock in the morning if I was by myself.
That's what we're here for.
Yep. It's always good to have a solid hunting partner. And then I bet you this deer, and I'm just guessing, it probably, after gutted, after field dress, probably went 220. I mean, this thing was 250 on the hoof. I would almost guarantee it. It's the heaviest deer I've shot personally. The doe was nice too. The doe was pretty big too.
Doe was fatty. The doe had a lot of fat on it.
A lot of fat. We quartered the doe out. I shot here the other night and morning, and then or this morning, and then it's in the cooler, and then the buck we're gonna take it home and get all the meat off of it, because that's gonna be my jerky and my summer sausage, and good backstraps probably. But thanks for watching GGC Outdoors. Hopefully we'll bring you some more content. Watch these 2 videos are going to be dropping on the doe and the buck, and I go over my setup, everything. It was a fun hunt. I'll always remember it. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, viewers. Have a good one. God darn it, there's my knee pad.
Great ending.
All right, let's go.